The most asked question is how to get the right paint color and what color paint is that? So today we're going to tackle that question once and for all, and I'm going to give you a list of paint colors that I've been researching for over the years. So let's get started. So we're gonna tackle this problem, but we're gonna do it different today. Today, I'm gonna give it tough love style. Got my camo on with my tattoo and my pants are too tight. No, the reason why I wanna give it to you in tough love style is because it is not easy, it is messy, it takes a lot of work, and there's just really no getting around it. Do you ever go out and you see a friend you haven't seen in a long time and she looks amazing and all you want to do is get over and ask what the secret sauce is, and you walk over to her and you're like, "You look amazing. What did you do?" And when you ask, she says the age-old thing, "Well, I exercise and I watch what I ate." And you literally are like, ugh. I wanted you to say that I watched Netflix and ate a pound of chocolate, but it goes back to the age-old thing where you just have to put the work in and then the product comes out. And the same goes for paint colors. I know that there are the times where people are like, "I just picked it off the deck and it worked out." This is like Russian roulette. And I have to tell you, when I'm putting any time and effort into any of my home decor, there is no way I want to take any chances, and I want to go with the tried and true method every single time. So I'm going to teach you it. It's hard work. We're going to get through it. So where do we start? You know where we start? We start by what everybody has told you year after year, day after day, video after video. You need to put samples on the wall. You need to put actual physical paint samples on the wall, and you need to put them on the wall in different places because the color changes. And then you need to let them dry, come back, see them again. And when they don't work out, you don't just pick one from that batch. You have to go back and get a second batch of samples and then put them up on the wall and paint, and then look at them on the different walls in different lights. And then if that doesn't work, you go back to the paint store. You go get more samples. And the reason why I'm telling you that you need to do this over and over, because it is a big decision. It's a lot of work to paint a room, and then to repaint it is extremely frustrating. If you take the time to do it on the upfront, it will save you from the aggravation of having to repaint the room because the color is just off. And I have to say, if you go for gray and it's purple, you can't just be like, "Oh, that's okay." It's not. You got to repaint the room. All right. Are you with me still? You got the hard work. You know you have to do it. It's an upfront sweat equity that'll pay off and nail your decision. So I just want to run a few quick tips to make your life easier. Number one, get throwaway paintbrushes. Don't even think twice about it. Buy those little dollar paintbrushes in the store and then just throw them out as you're putting the samples on the wall. Do not wash one brush. They also have these like fun little rollers. They're a little more expensive and you tend to like paint the whole room and sort of make a mess. So if you want to do the rollers, but I just do the paintbrushes. That is tip number one. Tip number two is that when you're putting your paint samples on the wall, be very careful to blend it in and make sure that the paint is very smooth on the wall. I have been known to do messy samples that leave like gathering of paint, which then my painter has to sand out or he has to black it out to really make sure that the color doesn't see through it. So don't be so heavy-handed and take extra care. Tip number three is, and I have done this so many times, I hope you don't do this, is to write the name of the paint in pencil on the wall that you can erase it, or write it on masking tape so you're not like, wait, what gray is that? Wait, what did I paint it over here? It sounds like, of course, but really I can't tell you how many times I put like 5 samples on the wall and then I have to redo it because I can't remember which sample it is. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do want to save you from that headache if you're going to put these paint samples up. Now that we know that there's work, we know what the process is, we're gonna move on to how to pick the right colors to try. There's a bunch of different ways you could do this, and you can go old school. You can visit a paint store, walk in and ask the guy, what is your favorite gray color? What is your favorite white color? What is your favorite green color? Don't ask for what is the most purchased, because it's typically a benign color that they sell over and over to a lot of painters building spec homes. You really want to draw out of the person what color that they gravitate towards, what colors they've seen that have impressed them, because they have been dealing in paints forever. And so they work in paints all day, so they will always have an opinion. You don't have to take it, but it's always good to listen to what they have to say. And if you come across a cranky paint store owner, which I have many times, you can just go down the street and ask the next one until you find your paint guru. Woo! I hope you find your paint guru in life. Now, I have listed my favorite paint colors that I have collected over the years. I've watched a lot of videos, I've been on Pinterest, I've researched a lot of colors. So I've linked a PDF below as for a starting off point of where if you want to try to start to pull samples, and hopefully you find that helpful. So another way you can start to build your list of paints that you want to sample is you can go to Etsy and Pinterest, and people actually sell paint lists. Now mine's free, but you might not like the paint colors I picked out, or you might be very honed in on one color. So if you want to search the perfect gray, you go to Etsy and you say perfect gray paint color, and then someone will sell you their list for like a nominal fee, like $5, and it just comes to a PDF to you. So if you got this and you just feel, I am so overwhelmed, I don't want to go to any paint stores, I don't want to put any samples on, and I just don't want to do anything that she says, I have one last lazy way for you to get the right paint color. Now, we've all have been at a friend's house or at a play date, and you walk into the house and you absolutely love the color of their home, and you just really want to know what the color is. So I encourage you to ask. Sometimes I notice that people, when they ask me, hey, where did you get that shirt? Or, what color is your house? There's this reservation or this hesitation. And I am so excited that they're asking. I couldn't view it as more of a compliment ever. And I always give a really honest feedback. I'm always like, brace yourself, because I'm going to tell you if things are good or bad. And, for instance, these shoes that I'm wearing, super cute and go with my outfit really well. But I hate these shoes. I save up once a year and I buy myself something like special once a year. I saved up all year for these shoes. They're the most uncomfortable thing. They do go with a lot, so I do wear them a lot, but every time I put them in, I know that I'm like not gonna enjoy the day. So if you asked me like, hey, do you like these shoes? I'd be like, nope, not worth the money. So you will gain so much information asking people. And if you like someone's living room and you want to paint your living room that same color, it's not like your living rooms are going out and getting a drink. It's not like you're going to show up at the party in the same dress. Just ask your buddy, ask your friend. And typically you can even ask and be like, hey, do you have a sample in your basement? Because I am always, when people ask, I'm like, let me get you the sample. And I go downstairs and I always typically give them a paint can. So asking your friend is really probably one of the quickest, easiest, and most efficient way of finding the right paint color. Okay, so did we tough love this? Are we gonna put the work and the effort in to nail it on the first time and not repaint? That costs money, problems in marriages if your husband's doing it, and God forbid if it's you that has to do it. Come on, let's put the upfront work in to get that paint sample right. As always, if you have any questions or have any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.